Hi all and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to cover a super interesting topic in Solidity as always. And that topic, as you can tell from the title, is pure functions versus view functions. Now you might have often seen this keyword when you're actually looking at functions in the past. Maybe you're looking at your own particular smart contracts, or maybe you're looking at someone else's, and it might have caused a little bit of confusion. But this video is essentially here to clear up what exactly the two functions do. So essentially they're defining characteristics about a particular function. So when it comes to the pure function, what the pure keyword means is that this function will not modify anything in the blockchain. It's actually very, very restrictive in the sense that it's not actually even reading any information from the blockchain. It's not reading any state variables that you defined in previously, such as the temp example we have here. And it is not emitting any events, or it's not doing anything to modify the state of the blockchain. Now, this is the pure function in action here. We have a function called pure function. It's taking two variables, a uint called x and a uint called y, and it's just doing some very simple addition. It's an external function, which means it can be called only externally. And it's doing some very simple addition here. It's returning x plus y plus 3. But notice that none of the information that the function needs to run is actually derived from the contract itself or externally to the function. So you pass in the values x and y, and the 3 is already stored in the return statement here. So we're not actually reading any information from anywhere else. So let's have a look and see what happens when we actually try and reference the temp. We reference temp here, which is a state variable that we defined earlier. If we save, this immediately throws an error because it means that we're actually trying to read a function from somewhere in the smart contract, and this won't work. But if we change it back to an 8, it immediately works. So this is the pure function in action, and the view function is essentially the exact same as the pure function, with one key exception. Like the pure function, the view function won't modify anything in the smart contract, but we are able to read external values as long as we don't modify them. So as you can see here, we have referenced the temp state variable, and we are doing some simple addition with a uint that we have declared here. So this is very different to the pure function in the sense that we're actually able to read our state variables, but it has the same limited scope in whereby you can't actually change this variable. So let's see what happens if we try and actually change a state variable using this function. So we're going to set temp to a different value, such as 9, and we'll see what actually happens. And immediately it throws an error because we're not allowed to do this. It says the function was declared as view, but this expression potentially modifies the state variable. So how do we get around this? It's quite simple. All we'd have to do is delete the view keyword, and this function runs fine. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just as a wrap up, both the pure and the view functions are similar in the sense that they cannot modify the state of the blockchain. So you can't do something like change the state variable or emit an event or use the self-destruct key functionality. But the key difference is that a pure function cannot read anything from the blockchain, but a view function can. So a view function can read a state variable or something like that. So that's pretty much today's video summed up, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got some use from it. And if you are enjoying these videos, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really does help me out. But until the next time, thank you very much.